or something. They're in one of the scenes.
Yeah, great environment.
So yeah, we realize that Daryl's ambition is to control all of the heroin trade in Kentucky. Again, very ambitious for a fuck up, but you know. And then we get a scene with Art and Raylan, and Raylan is in the office late on his vacation doing paperwork, and Art is absolutely mystified by this. And we have a little bit of a conversation that they have, and we get a good glimpse into their current relationship status. And I've got a clip.
Jesus Christ. Is this real? Or has early onset dementia finally set in and I'm starting to see you in my waking hours?
Got a tip?
Yeah, I heard that from the DEA SAC in Memphis. Called to thank me for our assistance.
You're welcome.
You know what, you're filing reports on your vacation? That's a violation of the DOJ employment guidelines.
The vacation was postponed. I gotta take care of a few things first.
Oh. Meaning you can't go on vacation because you're working. Because that's who you are, Raylan, right? You're a working man.
You know, I might be onto something here, Art. Win Duffy mixing it up with the Crowes?
Don't worry. DEA's already asked for your assistance. I'm not going to take you off the case. Congratulations. You win again.
You say that like it's a bad thing.
You know what? My wife is right. I'm the crazy one here, thinking that you're going to change. I mean, what the hell's ever going to do that? I've already torn you so many new assholes you don't know which one's the original, but you're still the same guy they kicked up here from Florida. I tell you what to do. You do whatever the hell you want. Somehow it all works out. And I'm the dumbass losing sleep over it.
I asked you to make a choice, Art. If you don't like the way I do things...
Well, I'm not going to make that decision. Because I don't have to, right? I've still got a week and a half. I'm going to enjoy my time. Hell, why am I even talking to you? You're not even here.
Art, I'm here. Let's get to this. Let's just resolve this.
No. I'm still the goddamn boss until somebody tells me otherwise. And if I say you're not here, you're not here.
So things are going well with Raylan.
Yeah, that was nice. Yeah. That was a nice interaction.
I know when I've had conversations like that at work, it's always resulted in a good performance review later. So Art's pissed in every direction from Raylan, and he brings up some really excellent points about how he tells Raylan what to do. Raylan just ignores him, does whatever the hell he wants, and somehow it still all works out. and that can be incredibly frustrating, especially when you're the boss. But Raylan doesn't even bother to respond to those points. I do love it. He's like, yeah, but I'm here. Let's talk about this.
Yeah.
Are you saying it like it's a bad thing, Art? I walk between the raindrops. That's what I do.
Which is even more infuriating, right?
Yeah.
If you were Art in Art's position.
Look how smart I am, boss. You should trust me. Let me do everything my way. Wouldn't possibly go bad.
And he actually, I think, going back to maybe it was season 2, where Art did stick his neck out for him when he didn't have to with Max Bennett at the end there.
Yep. Art's stuck his neck out for Raylan a couple of times. And,
he has.
And this is how Raylan is repaying him.
Yeah. Unloads all the stuff about being at the murder scene. I don't know. It's just, it's an abusive relationship.
It really is. It really, really is. It's bad stuff. And it doesn't lead to a good place later this season. That's for sure. So, that's basically the episode. Miller's on his way back to Memphis. There's one final scene. Miller's on his way back to Memphis. He's drinking and driving because that's what alcoholic DEA agents do when they're driving the company car. He passes the Danny Dewey tow truck, and he sees that it's a Hot Rods company. He sees that it's a tow truck towing a really old car, and he's like, oh, these guys are definitely smuggling drugs, and pulls him over. And he pulls him over, has a brief confrontation with Danny, where Danny is considering they agree to the 21-foot rule showdown, which Miller calls something to the effect of the most dangerous shit that's ever been put on the internet because it's so wrong. So, and but Dewey in a moment of I don't know what to even call it, mania, decides he's going to steal the tow truck, run over Miller, and leave Danny on the road behind. So Dewey jumps in the driver's seat, takes the car, runs over Miller. I think, if I'm not mistaken, Miller dies, right? That we learned that in the very first scene of the next episode.
Yeah.
And Dewey takes off with the drugs.
What's with the screaming when you run over somebody like Jesse in Breaking Bad? He's like screaming on the way out at the end. It's the catharsis, right? Of all that energy, all that pent up whatever, and you're screaming and hitting the steering wheel as you're driving away. Yeah, that's El Camino you're talking about with Jesse. El Camino.
Yeah. But. So that's the episode. And so what we've got this situation where what's the state of things? So Ava's in jail. She's got her hookup for her heroin, but she still needs to kill Judith. Boyd has half his heroin. He's waiting on the other half because Dewey now has it. And Dewey's AWOL. Danny's nowhere to be found. He's out there in the middle of nowhere with a dead DEA agent nearby. Let's see. Wendy and Kendall are looking for an exit. Daryl is waiting for Danny and Dewey to show up. And Raylan he thinks he's zeroing in on this heroin distribution issue with Wynn and Boyd, and he's looking to bust them. So
yeah. Now we don't know what we don't know anything about the cartels and or the cartel and what their status is.
If there's going to be any consequences for the stuff that happened in Mexico.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert: there are attempted consequences at least. So. We also I want to pay tribute to Wood Harris because he at one point also paid tribute to Omar from The Wire in this episode, because he says something to the effect of, you guys are doing your constabulating.
Yeah.
And Omar says that in season 1 of The Wire, if I was doing constabulating like y'all, is what he says. This is where I would go. And I love that. So that's our
you use your tongue prettier than a $20
that's our word of the week, constabulating, which is not an actual word, but props to Omar on that. To police or patrol like a policeman. That's what constabulating means. So
I think my favorite line from for him, his character, was, look at these Delta Force looking mother. Like when he was about to get raided, they were like sitting watching him on the camera.
Yep, they're watching him. They're in the room with the safe, and they decide to open the safe, so that they don't ruin it.
Yeah.
No point in losing a perfectly good safe.
Yeah. It's next level, actually.
It really
is, right? Because that safe was probably about $20,000.
Exactly. It's like no reason to. Plus, think about the logistics involved with getting it in and out of that building.
Yeah, that's right. Up the stairs.
Yeah, no way. You need one of those anchors on the outside of the building to bring it in through a window.
Oh yeah, through the window. Yeah.
So so that's the episode, season 5, episode 9, Wrong Roads. We get season 5, episode 10 next week. We've got 4 left in the season. That gives us 4 more episodes before we find out how this season resolves and what the setup is for season 6. Next week, or next episode rather, we get a appearance from a blast from the past. We get a face we haven't seen since season 3, I think, right? Have we seen Dickie Bennett since season 3?
Oh, that's right. No, I don't.
When
I
they
don't,
escaped, when he and Dewey escaped, I think that was the last time we saw him.
I think that was the last time. Yeah.
So we get some Dickie Bennett next week, which is always wonderful to see.
Yep.
So that'll be great. And then anything else? Oh, we need to get to our last segment, of course. Which is, are you going to shoot him too, Ray?
I was telling my friends this morning how yesterday he come to me and if you don't get out of town in 24 hours, I'm going to shoot you on sight.
Oh, you gonna shoot him if you catch him?
I'll kill 4 of you before you even clear your weapons, and I'll take my chances with the other 2.
If you get the chance, shoot him in the nuts.
I don't pull my sidearm unless I'm going to shoot to kill.
Are you going to shoot him too, Raylan? And Raylan does not shoot anybody, but there are bodies.
Yep.
We had 4, a total of, and I think the pencil one is that's great.
It was a really good special effect too. Like
it was,
I mean, it was, or a practical effect, I guess is what it was. It looked good. So props to the effects department on that one.
Yep. And that was a body on Rodney, Hot Rod, killing Ali. I think his name was Ali. The hoodlum.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Rodney ended up getting shot. Well, I guess it would be simsimultaneous, maybe they traded kills or whatever.
I do that in Elden Ring a lot. I'll be fighting a boss and my last hit drains him to death while he's hitting me to kill me, but I still get credit for beating him. So.
And then Roscoe was shot by Agent Miller with his Ruger revolver.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then what was it? Elmont, the hospital victim.
Yes.
Was done mafia style, Godfather style by Jimmy. R.I.P.
Jimmy's a stone killer, man.
He is.
He is a stone killer. So. All right. Well, that gets us to the end here. So please don't forget, check us out on social media at GroundlessPod or at GroundlessPodcast. You can email us with your comments, questions, suggestions, love troubles, of course, at groundlesspodcast@gmail.com. Once again, it's groundlesspodcast@gmail.com. Don't forget to subscribe, rate, and review. We say them in that order because it's the easiest way to remember it. You subscribe. It's the easy thing to do. You click the little button in your podcatcher app, whichever one you're using. That'll tell you when a new episode's available and automatically download it for you. Rate is where you give us a rating of 5 stars on whatever podcatcher or store you're using, whether it's the iTunes store or Spotify, Google Play, any of the above. Please give us 5 stars. And a review is where you actually take the time to write a written review. And so those of you who've done that, we thank you. Those of you who haven't, get on it, man. Come on. I shouldn't have to keep asking you people this stuff. Get it. Let other people know about the show. We don't need to be a secret. Let people know. Don't forget to tell a friend and family too. So, and then, we'll be back here. So we're recording this a little bit before it's going to air, not too long before. But we'll be back then 2 weeks from this episode with season 5, episode 10, Wait, and a revisit from Dickie Bennett. So I'm looking forward to that. Until then, thank you for listening. We'll talk to you next time.